Welcome to Beach Channel Live. I'm your host, Amber Joy Lyne, aka the Dancing Comedian, coming to you from the city where it's completely normal to be stuck in a car behind a Lamborghini and then a flock of peacocks. The only place where you need sunscreen and an umbrella in the same hour. Miami is quirky. You can call it a lot of things, just don't call it Florida. We don't like that. As a comedian, this city is an endless source of material, as I'm sure our guest today can agree. He is a comedian, a content creator, a podcaster. Please welcome Mario Ramil, everyone.
Thank you, Amber Joy Lyne.
How'd you like that intro?
Dude, I always get so nervous. You weren't even reading anything.
No.
That's so impressive.
Thank you.
This is so weird for me because I'm usually on that side.
Oh, well, then it's a good experience. Now you can feel what your guests feel.
This is great. I love it, dude. Tell me more about it. Well, no, thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's talk about See, I also was like, I will do anything to never be in a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
But you had that experience, so you know the difference.
I did. Yes. Worked at the state attorney's office for many years. Yeah. I did that for about 7 years.
Were you ever doing theater or arts back then?
Dude, I did.
You did?
I was in the drama class.
You were in drama class?
As you can tell.
Okay, so it was like...
It was a little too dramatic for me.
Was it? You were like, I'd rather be the class clown.
No.
No?
There was a lot of... I think that's what it was. I think I didn't want to be a class clown. And there was a lot of chubby blue-haired people in there. Yeah, it was just a lot of that going on.
Blue hair. It was like the age of Hot Topic.
Very dramatic. Yes, Hot Topic.
Yeah, so you're talking about it was too dramatic for you. You didn't want to be like the blue hair kids. So what?
No, I don't know. I wanted to, drama was more about theater. And I liked the detail of cinema.
Okay.
And I liked the development of character and the incremental things about developing a character.
The subtleties, the nuance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Theater is very big.
Theater's big. Play to the person in the back and all that.
Sure, but you also are a stand-up, and that is a big part of
it is, but
comedy.
You can also be very small in stand-up. I mean, there's comics I love that, Mitch Hedberg didn't even look at the crowd at times,
true.
So you could control a lot with being small. And sometimes you got to get small because the crowd's too big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you could control them a little better in moments like that. But yeah, so then I had that. And I was like, I don't want to be the class clown. I used to make my teachers laugh. Right?
Yeah.
And so that always felt good. And my classmates. And I was like, maybe there's...
But not enough to go to school, like college for it, or to theater, like it was.
No, I didn't think about. I don't know what the hell I wanted to do. My mom's like, "Niño, estudia, go to school," I knew I didn't want to go to college. I felt like what was I knew I wanted to do entertainment, right? But I didn't know that college could maybe get me there the way I wanted.
So you did have an early influence.
Yeah.
Your friend's dad, stand up.
She's good. She's so good.
So you had some point of reference for someone who was kind of doing something within the realm of what you wanted to do.
Eddie Calderon.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Was a stand-up comedian. And so I grew up with his son, Manny Calderon. And for us growing up in it, your dad, you said,
in the film and entertainment,
in the industry and stuff. So when you're in it, it's kind of normal,
right?
You're like, I guess this is what But I remember seeing him wake up at 4 a.m. I would sometimes tell him I would skip school. I'm like, dude, let me go to the radio station. Let me see what you do, dude. And he had all this paperwork in front of him, and he would do these characters, and I was in the other booth just staring in through the glass.
He's doing the characters on the radio.
He's doing these characters on the radio, and then he'll leave there. He'll go to sleep. Then he'll wake up at 6 o'clock at night and go do stand-up. And then I'll go with him to the restaurants and sit in the back and with my friend. Just
a hustle.
Yeah, dude. And then people would recognize him and stuff. And it was such a trip to see, is that a profession? Like, is that? But it never clicked. I was like, I was never like, that's what I want to do.
But you were inspired for sure.
Yeah, little did I know I was just, retaining all that and processing all that, and it definitely stuck with me.
You went from being like, oh, that's cool, to I'm working a job, I'm miserable, to all right, I'm gonna give myself a chance to actually do this.
Yeah.
What was that moment?
I had a daughter. I was 23. This is so dope, bro. You're so dope. You're so good at this. This is great.
23.
I was 23 and I had just had a daughter, and I was working at the state attorney's office, and I was very much not what I thought was in my purpose. And I was a little everywhere with I had like this monkey mind, they call it, monkey brain or whatever, where your thoughts are just scattered. You can't really, I was like, I'm 23. I just had a daughter. I'm responsible for this life. And one day she's going to grow up and see me as an example. And I'm like, what kind of example? As cliche as it sounds, I was just like, what kind of example would I be to tell her to follow her dreams if I never even attempted it, you know? So I said, what's that thing? What's that thing that I wanted? You know? And a week before she was born, actually, it was a week before she was born. I was in the state. I was a transporter. So I was transporting paperwork from one state office to the other. And I'm in the car and I'm just Googling, like, how do you even I don't have an uncle in this business. I don't have anybody. You usually talk to people and they're like, yeah. I've been in this for a while. And then you find out their
and your friend's dad was no longer.
No, he was in like more in the Spanish world, and he did his thing. He
wasn't your in.
No, I didn't have an in. So I was like, I just started Googling. I remember parked in the state car, boxes behind me that I had to deliver, parked under a tree, hot as hell. And I just Google, how do you do comedy? How do you get into comedy?
Jeez, and how do you
get into comedy? And somewhere popped up, we were actually talking about this the other day. You do an open mic. But at that moment, I was like, an open mic for me was like slam poetry and a lot of this. And I didn't know you did comedy at an open mic. So I was like, all right, there's a number there. It said Miami open mic, whatever. There's a number there, and it was for the Miami at the Coconut Grove.
Miami
I don't know if you remember. Yeah, at the Improv at Coconut Grove. Yeah,
Coconut Grove Playhouse.
Yeah, and so Mike Centra, I don't know if you remember him.
Mike Centra,
shout out to him. I call, and I'm nervous. I'm like, hi, yes, I would like to do comedy. I don't even know what do you say. And he's like, yeah, what's up? What's your name? I go, Mario? He goes, yeah, all right, you got to bring 10 people. I'll give you 5 minutes to bring 10 people. I go, 10 people, I bring them to the show? Yeah, you bring 10 people, I'll give you 5 minutes on stage. 2 drink minimum. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, man, they've been doing that forever.
Click, dude, yeah.
Bringer shows. We hate them.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
and you gotta find 10 people who you want to show your comedy to when you're just getting started.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and those people hate you.
Yeah, and, like, and you month. Also have to pay drinks. You have to
by the way, you guys have to buy a drink.
Not just come. Yeah, it's tough.
And the same crappy jokes they heard 3 months ago.
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I was at.
That's how you started.
And that's how I started. And then I went, I did it, and I didn't bomb.
Flash forward.
Yeah.
You are getting on your own show, Real Talk.
Yeah.
Is it the Miami Improv or the Dania Improv?
We bounce around. We do it both at Miami and Dania.
And you're getting to interview some of the top comedians who come through our city.
So dope.
Do you ever get starstruck? Do you ever get nervous? Clearly not if you walked on stage and did.
No, I did.
Who?
No, dude. I have horrible. I don't know why I'm in this business, dude.
Yeah.
I should have been like a freaking like just busboy or something, dude. I don't do well with this stuff.
Really?
No, I don't.
Well, you look very natural in your show.
Well, God bless you. I appreciate that.
And so, who was it?
Craig Robinson from The Office.
Yeah, I watched that episode.
Oh.
And he's so freaking cool that like it almost makes you second guess everything you say. Because he's also like a roast master too in ways,
well,
and he could.
Here's what happened. So I was filming something else, and Craig Robinson was on the list, and they're like, "Oh, you could interview Craig." And he's in one of my favorite movies. Aside from The Office, he's in Hot Tub Time Machine, which is my favorite movie ever.
And Rhino, what was it?
Great White Buffalo.
Rhino. Okay.
Dude, you're so awesome. So whatever. Long story short, he comes in, but he's so cool, and he's not even like paid. Like he just walks in with his boy, and he's not. Bro, I haven't even told the story. He wasn't engaging with anyone, right? He just went straight because his whole set is on a keyboard.
Right. So this is before his show?
This is before his show. Yeah. So we got him before his show. And so he goes up there, doesn't say what's up to anybody, goes straight up to the stage and does sound check. And so he's playing and he's doing bits, but he's in his zone. And I'm in the corner like trying to, like, you never know what to do. Like, he's right there. You don't know if he's gonna. Now it's like he's 15 minutes on stage now. So he's cutting into our time.
Which he knows he's supposed to be.
Which he knew. But whatever. I mean, it's Craig Robin. So you go, hey, Chief, get off the.
Yeah, no.
Let's go. You know? So I'm
let
like.
him do his thing.
So I let him do his thing, and then he comes off and he walks over, and he doesn't ever stop to shake hands. He kind of like walk with me. I'm like, hey, Craig. And so I'm like walking, shaking his hand, walking with him. Hey, man, I appreciate you doing this. Whatever. He's like, yeah, no problem. He's kind of tall too. So I'm like looking up. We sit down, and you can tell he's just, excuse me, he's just like, dude, let's go. Let's do it. Ask your silly questions. And I didn't want to just do a podcast. They've talked about his office and all this a million times. I'm like, if you see it, I'm gonna send it to you. The actual interview, it's so bad. I'm not even gonna post it because I'm like, dude, excuse me. I'm like, dude, I want to get to know the real Craig Robinson. And he's like, all right, good luck. He literally said that. Do you mean good luck? Like, I'm not gonna do well? Like, so we did the interview, but I was so in my head, I was trying to be different and be, you know, like, he's never been asked these questions, but he started kind of like one answer kind of things. And I'm like, he's not giving it up. But that's just kind of his character. Like, now that I see him in movies, I'm like, he's just that dry, cool. And so when he finishes, this is why you should never get in your head about stuff, even doing this stuff or your comedy or whatever. Because here I am, like, I'm like, oh, this guy hated me. Like, it wasn't great. Like, there goes that. One of the managers that works at the club comes over and he's like, how was it? Whatever. I was like, I don't think he was feeling it, this and that. And he's like, dude, his girl just threw the door in his face when he got here. They got in an argument in the green room. And that's how he came out to see you. So I was like, no kidding, dude.
Yeah.
You never know what's happening.
Before
you know what I'm saying?
Or after a moment.
Right. Like, I'm going through a divorce now.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
Does your mom and your abuela get offended by your impressions of them?
Grandparents are dead. Thank you for bringing it up. Mother, at first, wasn't a huge fan at first. She's always been a fan. But she was just like, I don't really talk like... She's doing that whole thing. You know, te digo eso, niño, no hables así. But then eventually, as it started kind of becoming a career, she started showing up to shows like in glasses and sitting in the back, like low profile. I'm like, what are you doing?
But she likes.
Now she likes, and she gets recognized sometimes, and yeah, she enjoys it. But and even when I do it as her dad, my grandfather, she enjoys as well. You know.
So would you say that's kind of what do you like more, creating sketches for YouTube or performing live?
Dude,
because you talked about the subtlety and that kind of cinema. Now you're acting, right?
Yeah. It's all a different muscle.
It's true.
And it's all a different, like I have moments like where I'm like even looking at that picture, I'm like, damn, that was a dope show. Like, you know, that one too. You know, interacting with it. There's nothing like, and you know this, that live, because I'll do a skit and it's dope and I get the creative juices flowing and I kill the character and I got what I wanted to say across, but the feedback is
doesn't come
just
till later.
It's superficial. It's just
like from people you don't know.
And then stand up.
Who flies undone?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. It was a great shot. Stand up, it's instant. You know what I'm saying? You get the reaction. There's a lot more of a gamble doing stand up.
It's true. Lots of risk.
Right. There's a lot of risk in it.
So how do you feel about Sleepless, Zombies and Zeppelin?
Jesus Christ.
Steven Seagal.
Oh man, this is so dope. Not good. Not good.
For context, you used to produce some music up there on YouTube.
I still do.
You still do?
I still do.
Has that evolved?
You know, I thought that's what was going to get me the in. To
the industry?
I just thought I've been producing since I was a little girl. And but I would do nothing with them. I don't know how I thought I was gonna get a deal. Just 2 a.m. at my mom's house. Like,
have you ever done a comedy song?
Yeah.
Did it go well?
Yeah, I got played on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I think I wasn't attacking music seriously. It was a hobby that I loved, that I was like, I don't know, I almost didn't want to stain it with like the thought of like, this is a career.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you want to love it. You don't want to touch stress.
Yeah, and I still do. I still love it. I'll still find myself. I mean, I have a whole studio at the crib where I just
create.
I just create, you know?
Can we play a little game?
Of course.
Word association.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yes.
Bayside.
Aliens.
Flanagan's.
Wings.
Sergio's.
Oliva.
Pitbull.
Bald.
Santa's Enchanted Forest.
Cold.
Ocean Drive.
Cars.
Club Space.
Sweaty.
Ultra.
Sexy.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Scam.
Versailles.
What is that?
The restaurant.
Versailles.
What do you mean?
Versailles?
Did I not pronounce it well enough for you to understand?
Yeah, you kind of jewed it up a little bit.
Okay. How about arroz con mango?
Oh, beautiful. See, you executed that right.
Nice.
Did
you say a word?
Life.
It gives you life?
Right. Arroz con mango is my life.
Okay. Why? Tell us, like, for those gringos watching who don't know.
Arroz con mango is I think it's a Cuban way of saying, like, this doesn't match with that. It's just a big pot of what the hell's going on.
Is that kind of like your career? Your life? But in the best way, success?
No.
No?
How do you wake up enthusiastic still?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Amber.
Joy, energy. That's my life.
That's literally your name.
That's why I want to be on stage. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's do some impressions before we finish.
Okay.
Test you. All right, let's say the guy with the parrots on Calle Ocho, and a girl is not giving him money for the picture.
The guy with the parrot at Calle Ocho, and the girl's not giving him money.
For the pictures.
Oye, ataca. Dame peso entonces. Give me the dollar. You look over here, you took a picture. Give me the dollar.
Perfect.
And then he rattles up all the pigeons too, and they come and they attack.
Everybody comes and attacks. Okay, a Miami realtor trying to sell an apartment in Overtown.
My friend, why you want so many rooms? Why? Look, you have the kitchen, the bathroom, and the living room all in the same place. Huh? For $3,500. Get my kitty. Get my kitty. You see right there in the corner? You know Pitbull? His cousin lives right there. Huh?
That was perfect.
Thanks, dude.
Anything? Where can people find you? See your sketches? What's new? What's exciting to you? That's the future. Something that's coming.
So I have a show coming up.
Soon.
Very soon.
A live show.
A live stand-up show.
And it's in Miami Improv?
Miami Improv, yes.
Miami Improv,
yes.
which is in Doral. Just a short little walk away from Miami
right.
Beach if you're visiting. very, very small Uber ride.
Yeah.
You'll make friends with the Uber driver who will not speak English.
I'm working on a book.
Ooh, a book.
Yes, that's Cuban 101.
Nice.
This is the first time I've ever announced that.
Oh, that's exciting.
So Amber,
it's a Beach Channel Live exclusive.
There you go. You hear that?
It's Cuban
101.
Cuban 101.
So I have this whole series where I explain Cuban mannerisms. Cubanisms to non-Cubans.
Not to be confused with cubism.
Yes, that's way different. But as abstract.
Yeah.
But yes, so I am now turning that into a whole book, and that series was very successful online. Now I'm turning it into a book.
That's awesome.
And it's going to be in your hands very soon.
Great. Any last tidbits?
I want to give a shout out to Amber Joy Lyne, who is killing it. I wish you all the very best.
I hope to share a stage with you in the future very soon.
Tonight.
That maybe. Let's
do a random drop in or something. I'm down.
Tonight, aka soon.
I mean soon. Yeah, and then just my social medias, Mario Ramil Comedy, RAMIL Comedy. And
same on YouTube?
Same on YouTube, same on TikTok. Yeah, Mario Ramil.
Mario Ramil, thank you very much for joining us today. Again, I'm your host, Amber Joy Lyne. Check us out soon for more episodes of Beach Channel Live. Bye.